This one's for the boys. That's right. Believe it or not, there are many interesting things about male cats that are unique to their sex. Even if you already know a few male cat facts, some of these might surprise you. So, without further ado, here's a look at 10 surprising facts about male cats. Number 10. Shorter life expectancy. On average, male cats live 1 to 2 years less than female cats. If you have a male cat, this isn't a reason for you to panic. Remember that this fact is based on an average, not a firm rule. Although the exact reasoning for the shorter life expectancy isn't totally clear, what we do know is that other facts are much more likely to determine a cat's life expectancy. One example is whether a cat is indoor or outdoor. According to WebMD, outdoor cats live an average of 2 to 5 years, while indoor cats typically live 10 to 15 years, and also whether or not a cat is neutered, which is a big deciding factor, which leads us to the next fact. Number 9. Neutered males live longer. A study found that neutered male cats live 62% longer than unneutered males, and the reasons are pretty clear. For one, a neutered cat is completely excluded from the risk of testicular cancer. What's more is that a neutered male is much less aggressive, meaning he is not as likely to get in cat fights. Fewer fights also mean a cat is less likely to contract deadly diseases such as FIV, feline AIDS, FELV, feline leukemia, or feline distemper, feline panleukopenia virus. This is because these diseases are often spread from being bitten or scratched during fights. Needless to say, the less likely a cat is to catch a disease, the more likely they are to live longer. Number 8. Male cats are more solitary. This is another fact that applies more to the wild male cats than their domesticated brothers. But in the wild, male cats are usually more solitary than females. This is because males remain on their own to avoid having to compete for males and food. This solidarity is usually not the case for male domesticated cats because we neuter them, which takes away their desire to mate. We also provide their food, which takes away the need to compete for dinner. Number 7. They're not fatherly, with one exception. Most father cats don't show any interest in their newborn kittens. Instead, they leave the love and affection to the mother. However, the Siamese seem to be the exception to this trait. Siamese males are said to be more likely to show affection towards their kittens than any other breed. This is because there have been claims of Siamese males that have laid with and groomed their young. These claims shouldn't surprise anyone who is familiar with the Siamese, because this breed is known for being extremely affectionate. The Siamese is also one of the few breeds that crave constant attention. Number 6. They have a mating call. How do cats mate? There is nothing subtle about the courtship of a male cat to a female. When near a female in heat, experienced males may run straight to the female and mount her in as little as 16 seconds. Less experienced males are more cautious and may make a softer mating cry to her and sniff around her rear end. If she accepts his advances, the male is apt to mount her and grip her neck with his teeth, in what's thought to be a naturally pacifying action similar to a mother cat carrying her kittens. Mating takes on average 1 to 9 minutes. Once mating is complete, the male wanders off and has nothing else to do with the female. Many cat enthusiasts have heard of the distinct yowling that an unspayed female cat does when she's in heat. But it turns out that unneutered male cats have their own unique mating call known as caterwauling. They make this sound to tell female cats they're available. Male cats also make this noise to let the ladies know they heard their mating calls. Finally, they do it to warn other male cats of their presence in their territory. Number 5. They are sometimes called tomcats. When you examine both genders closely, there really isn't a great deal of difference between the way these sexes behave, especially in neutered cats. However, an entire tomcat has strong natural urges to protect his territory and find a mate, which can result in behaviors considered antisocial by some. Unneutered male cats are sometimes referred to as toms or tomcats. It's believed this nickname came from the popularity of a book called The Life and Adventures of a Cat, 1760. This book tells the story of a cat named Tom, who is very promiscuous. Due to the popularity of this story, people started calling their male cats Toms, and eventually the term just stuck. It's also believed this is where the term tomcatting came from, which is a slang word for promiscuous behavior. Of course, one of the most infamous behaviors Toms are known for is their propensity for wandering. This wanderlust can sometimes lead them miles from home, and you may not see your pet again for days. More often than not, your Tom will nonchalantly return home looking for his dinner, but that doesn't keep you from worrying in the meantime. Number 4, male Maine Coons are supersized. In case you are unfamiliar, the Maine Coon is the largest domesticated cat breed. A male Maine Coon can weigh as much as 25 pounds while still being considered healthy. That's over twice the average weight of 10 pounds for a healthy domestic cat, with male cats averaging 11 to 15 pounds. The average full-grown male Maine Coon weighs 15 to 25 pounds and is 19 to 40 plus inches long. In fact, a male Maine Coon holds the Guinness World Record for the world's largest domestic cat. The cat, whose name Berryville, lives with his owners in Italy. He measures 3 feet 11.2 inches, which is longer than a baseball bat. Number 3, most orange tabbies are male. Orange tabby cats, also called ginger cats, are far more likely to be male than female. In fact, up to 80% are male, making only 20% female. This is because the gene that produces orange fur is on the X chromosome. As a throwback to Biology 101, females have 2 X chromosomes and males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. Since females have 2 X chromosomes, female orange tabbies need 2 copies of the gene to become ginger, while males only need 1. Number 2, they have been known to kill kittens. Trigger warning, this is the most disturbing male cat fact on this list, so if you're squeamish, feel free to skip past this one. Although uncommon with domestic cats, wild male cats have been known to kill other cats' kittens, and even their own kittens, and the reasons vary. One reason is that the male cat can confuse kittens for prey due to their small size and squirmish movements, which can trigger a cat's natural hunting drive, resulting in tragedy. Another reason is to reduce the competition in their territory. This behavior stems from the instinct to kill its rival's young to keep the competition from taking over. A third possibility is because the kittens are not his, and he wants to mate with the female so that she will have his kittens. Cats are hunters, and this behavior is almost impossible to eliminate. Young kittens can draw a tom's interest, and that initial curiosity often brings hunting instincts to the surface. After a few moments, that squirming little kitten begins to look remarkably similar to other prey animals like mice and chipmunks. Keep in mind that this does not describe all male cats, and some can tolerate kittens and may even bond with them and assist the mother cat with raising them. While male cats can form good relationships with kittens, a male cat can try to kill or drive off kittens that belong to another tom. Even if he tolerates his own kittens, it is usually limited to the next time the queen comes into heat. At this point, the tom wants those kittens out of the way so he can breed the female again. Always separate a female cat and her young kittens from the male whenever possible to prevent undesirable outcomes, even if the male has not shown any aggressive behavior towards the kittens. Likewise, keep the male away from the kittens while they are growing if the male is neutered, as desexing the cat does not mean he will not act on instinctual behaviors and attack the kittens. Number 1, they are more likely to be left-pawed. We all know that humans can be left or right-handed, but did you know that most cats also have a dominant paw? Now, obviously, cats can't write, and even if they could, they'd probably leave the work for the dogs. But cats can have a dominant paw when reaching for food, walking stairs, stepping over an object, and stuff like that. What is even more interesting is that paw preference differs by sex. Females usually prefer their right paws, and you guessed it, males tend to prefer their left paws. In fact, a study found that about 52% of male cats had a left paw preference, and 16% showed no paw preference. This left only 30% of male cats with a right paw preference. Do let us know in the comments if you have a male cat, and if you are familiar with any of these facts. Please subscribe to the All Cats. Thanks for watching.